Hey everyone, welcome to Music Watch Quattro. I have something interesting for you today. So first off, I want to start off just by talking about Citizen watches because I own a great deal of Citizen watches. Um, but I have a couple here that I just want to have a quick look at. This one I've probably worn in prior videos. This is a watch that, believe it or not, I've had since 2005. If you can make out the marking there. It was a gift to my dad. He thought it was ugly and he gave it to me. So cool. um, but the reason I have these couple watches here is because I've had that one for 20 years. I've had this one for about 12 years. It comes in a metal bracelet as well. I can't remember exactly which model this is, but it's a watch that works flawlessly. And over here on this side, I have another one, which is kind of like a pilot military watch. You can get an eco drive movement pretty cheaply, probably from $100 to $150 for a really nice one. This one, for example, I like. I just feel like it's a bit thick. And minus the gold one, which is not gold. I get that it's just plated or painted. The other ones are, in this case, this is a stainless steel one with a just kind of braided kind of strap. And this one is titanium. So you've looked and you've seen the title, so you know probably that in my hands I've got a Zenshin. So this will be an unboxing. I haven't even had the opportunity to really size it yet. And so I'll set this off to the side. I don't like these boxes, to be honest with you. They used to have, Citizen used to have these round boxes that they came in, and it would have a sleeve similar to this, but the sleeve would kind of meet the other end and kind of you would have a nice place to display your watch. And with these boxes, I feel like you can't really do that. But given the quality that and the effort that Citizen has been putting into their watches, I can't say that that's something that I care about. I honestly just really like the quality of the dials. So the Zenshin watch comes in a couple of different colors. This is the green, there's an indigo, kind of bluish, there's a white one, and the Eco Drive also has a chronograph version that has the same colors, so the green, indigo, and white. But I think that given the quality of the dial, this Zenshin one looks nicer because you have more of the color available for you. And if you can see how light bounces off of it, it looks kind of matte, and it has these contrast. If you look at the bezel, it's polished off, and then the sides, the face are not polished. They're kind of a matte finish. And so again, haven't really worn this yet. I haven't sized it, and so a bit anxious to do that. It is Ascension, but this is the serial number for it. It's AW0130-85X, caliber J800. It's actually, I don't know if it's just the metal strap, but it says it's made in Thailand, so that's interesting. I'm sure the movement itself is from Japan, but that's neither here nor there. That's not why we're here. Little pillow. Have a ton of those now. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna try to just put it on my wrist just to show you what it looks like. But it's a very thin watch. It's gonna look huge on my wrist, but it's very thin. I'm gonna try to size it as best as I can to my wrist. I'm sure the clasp will close even with all this plastic. Yeah, I'll need to take off at least 1 or 2 links per side, but looking at it from a distance, I do like the look. And even though it's a metal strap, one of the coolest things about Citizen's titanium watches is that they're incredibly light. This is just super light. It feels almost like it's made out of plastic. Obviously, that's not the case, and it's obviously very well finished. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of this stuff because we don't need it. If you see, the inner links are polished off, while the thicker ones are matte, but these middle tiny ones here are polished. So that looks very nice. The parts that you don't see are the very dark matte titanium. So that looks really cool as well. I think that if Citizen makes a watch like that, that would probably be very popular. And I probably should say that I'm a bit biased towards Citizen watches. I just really like the styles that they have. Oh, this is just really hard to get off. And I think that there's styles that are nice for reasonable prices. This one was about just over $300, and I think that for what you get here, that's a very nice watch. The the Citizen name there is it's in a white contrasty, I don't know if I can get there, it is a little bit better. It's in a white contrasty lettering, just like the Eco Drive in titanium. The date and time are not accurate. I just pulled this out of the box, and so as soon as I remove some links there, I'll go ahead and I'll update that. And you can take a look at the clasp closed. Very nice, very minimalist. This part of the clasp on any watch that is a metal watch will always get worn down. Will always get worn down very quickly. And so I think that in addition to using titanium as a durable material, it won't show up as much. At least that's what I hope. Right, so that might be the case. It might not be the case. But we'll see. We'll see how it looks over time. Again, not something I'm worried about anyway. It's gonna eventually show wear and tear. And I guess the only other thing that I could mention about this watch, because Citizen came out with a bunch of several different watches at the same time, the Zenshin came out roughly around the same time as the Siyosa. And I really like the Siyosa watches, all of them. I like the plain color dials, you know, the bright colors like the Tiffany, the yellow, the blue. And I also like the ones that have the second style, because they have a Siyosa that has this same finish with a second dial offset to the right. And then they have another Siyosa, which has an engraving like finish in the back that has the second style at the 6 o'clock marker. And that one in particular, I really like. If I had to go for a Siyosa, it would be the metal engraved with the second style at the 6 o'clock position. I think that one looks very nice, very good, and very unique. But there is an advantage that I simply cannot deny when you look at a Zenshin watch, and it's how I started the video. Okay, there was a little sticker back here. Took it off. The thing that I love about the Eco Drives is that you don't have to worry about them. I've had one for 20 years and I've had one for 12 plus years. And as long as you wear it every once in a while, that would keep that little capacitor that lives inside the watch charged. And I'm sure that there is some sort of maintenance schedule for Citizen, but I've never had to actually send one into Citizen. I've never had to visit a repair shop. I've never had to do any sort of upkeep with a Citizen watch. And so in addition to the great value that you get because of the fit and finish and the quality of the watch, you just don't have to worry about it. You can just wear it whenever you want. I say that at a minimum, wear it once a month and you'll be completely fine. Given that this one's a really nice one, I'm sure it'll see action on my wrist more than once a month. But anyway, that's the only reason why I have Ascension. over a Suyosa. And that's it for today. Thanks for watching.